Hello guys, this is April from PMO Advisory, and today I'll be teaching you how to create a course in Heights. First things first, we have to talk about some of the few things that we will be seeing on the landing page itself. Now, the first thing that we will be seeing when it comes to Heights is our new course landing page. And from there, we will be seeing title, description, cover image, and setting the difficulty, and as well as the publish checkbox. So let's go ahead and go to the new course landing page in Heights. By the way, I am using MacBook Pro 2019, but if you're using Windows, it's definitely okay because there's no much difference when it comes to setting up a course. Now, I just have to click create course. And like what I said earlier, these are the things that you will be seeing, such as the title, description, the cover image, and the difficulty box. So let's go ahead and dive in deeper so that we could further discuss this. In here, we just have to type the course title, which is, for my example, Introduction to Photography. Now I just have to type in the description. I'll just copy and paste the description from the other course that I have already created. Alright, so once you're done, you can also use your cover image file. Now, I can choose definitely from all the random images that I have on my computer, but for me, my advice is, of course, please use the relevant photo in line with your course. I think this should do. So as you can see, there will be an uploading bar, and you can see how many percent is already completed. So don't press anything while it's still uploading. Next, we will be going to the difficulty bar, and we will be selecting which difficulty level is the current course that you are creating. So for me, I will be choosing beginner. Now, we will be going to the last part of the new course landing page, which is our published checkbox. In here, if you have any changes or upcoming contents to be edited in this course that you will be creating, please don't check it yet, because once you check the published and save it or click the create course, it will automatically be live, and the students inside the platform will be able to see it. So let's go ahead and click create course. So now we were able to create a landing page, or a new course landing page, introduction landing page rather, in Heights. And this is just part 1 of many more lessons to go. So for this video, that ends right here. Bye. Hello, this is April again from PMO Advisory, and now we will be going to the part 2 of creating a course in Heights. Now, let's dive in a little bit more deeper as we are able to create a new course landing page earlier. Now, we will be creating a lesson. So now, just a quick discussion with everyone. We have 4 types of lessons in Heights. That would be text or content, video, download, and audio file. Now, here comes our talking points. Let's go to Heights to be more specific. As you can see, there will be a create lesson button from the new course landing page that we have successfully created earlier. We just have to click that. Now, we have to select the folder of the lesson or the course that we have just created, and that is this one. So we just have to click the plus button, and this one appears. So now, let's dive in a little bit deeper of what are the talking points for this landing page. Let me just maximize that. Okay, so as you can see, we have here lesson title. In here, we have to input the lesson title of the course itself. For example, this will be lesson 1. Let me just copy and paste. By the way, the thing that I am copying is a pre-made course. This is a sample course that I have created way back. I am just copying and pasting it so that we could also save time. So now, I just have to paste the lesson title, and that would be lesson 1, photography fundamentals. So now, the next thing that we will be choosing is the author, of course. That would be PMO Advisory for us, but if you're one of our trainers, you will be seeing your name there once you also have your login credentials. Next, what is the lesson description, or the sometimes you will see here the lesson description or the lesson objective. I just have to copy it. Now, my lesson description is to get familiar with the functions of a DSLR camera. As I have mentioned earlier, we have 4 types of lesson type. That would be text or content, video, assignment should be excluded, download, or audio. So in here, let's just use the video in the meantime. Now, we have 2 options in creating a video type of lesson. We can either upload it or paste the video URL. For this sample, I'll be using a video from YouTube that I've got. So that would be this URL, and I'll just have to simply paste it. And if you have any description, you feel free to do so. So for my description, I'll just have to copy this one and simply paste it here in the description box. You can also add image on your description box, but for this sample, I will be just leaving it this way. Afterwards, you can also select the points and which the number of points will your students receive after completing this lesson. So for me, once my student completes this lesson, I will give him or her 10 points. Now, we also have to discuss requires unlock. As you can see, this requires unlock checkbox is like a prerequisite in terms of continuous learning. So for example, in this lesson, since this is our first lesson, we usually don't require them to watch any prior videos before this lesson can be accessed. The requires unlock checkbox is much more recommended when it comes to lesson 2, when we create lesson 2. It's because they have to watch first lesson 1 before they can move on to the next lesson. So for me, I will not be checking that. Again, if we still have any changes or if you still want someone to proofread your lessons for you, please don't check the published checkbox yet, or else your students will be able to access it. So now in the meantime, we just have to click Save Lesson. So now you will see a dialog pop-up box that says you have successfully saved this lesson. So you can already see right here that we were able to create a draft of lesson 1. Now let's go to the second type of lesson. Now, let's go to the second type of lesson, which is a text or content type of lesson. This is the most basic one because all we need to do is just type in the lesson text content in this box. Now, as you can see, the same thing goes right into this landing page. We just have to input the title. For me, this will be lesson 2 about ISO shutter speed. And now you just have to choose the author again and insert your learning description if you have any. So for this part, I will just be copying and pasting the description that I have or the content lesson that I have from my pre-made course and simply paste it right here. So afterwards, I can now set my points, and that would be for, let's say, just 5 points. And I will be checking my requires unlock because my student should first watch my lesson 1 before he or she could move on to this lesson. Now you just have to hit the save lesson, and we're done with the second type of lesson, which is the content type of lesson. Welcome back to our Heights video tutorial. This is April again from PMO Advisory. Just a quick recap, we are already done creating a lesson in type of context or text format, and using video content as well. So now we're going to create a lesson with an audio file in it. Basically, what we will be needing is just an audio file in MP3 format, your lesson title, of course, your lesson description, and your lesson description. So let's go ahead and start this tutorial. So on lesson 1, we did a video type of lesson in or lesson 1. Let me just click that for you, and we added the link down below For our lesson 2, we just simply use a text or content type of lesson. So we didn't add anything, no URLs and whatsoever, just a plain text pasted in there. Now for this lesson, which is lesson number 3, we will be adding an audio file in it. So I have prepared my third lesson's title, and that is about shutter speed again and ISO. It's a simple follow-up lesson for lesson number 2. Okay, so I will just be pasting a little bit of description or context in there that I was able to find in the internet. So simply paste it here. And then for our audio file, what we will be needing is to upload, of course, our audio file. Now, you have to make sure that your audio file is in MP3 format. So if it is going to be a video that you want to be an audio in audio format, you can just convert it online. Okay, and now we will be clicking choose audio file. And simply upload it. So as you can see, there will be an uploading bar below. You just have to let it finish and then just save the lesson. So while waiting, let's set the number of points to 10. And I will be checking requires unlock. Now, since the audio upload is already complete, let's just click save lesson. As you can see, there's a notification box that says Lesson 3 about shutter speed and ISO were successfully saved and created. So as you can also see here on your left side of the screen, you will also see here an audio icon, which means our audio is successfully placed in there. Welcome back to our lesson tutorials here in Heights, and now let's go with lesson 4, tips and techniques for better photography. So in this lesson tutorial, we will be using a PDF that is going to be embedded here in Heights. So basically what you just need to prepare is your PDF file, and if you have your OneDrive account. So this OneDrive account will serve as the platform on where you will be uploading your PDF file. So once you're in your OneDrive account, you just simply have to upload the PDF file here. For my case, I was able to upload it already, and I just have to right click and click the embed, and then you'll see a code, and you just have to copy that code and paste it right here, and then click insert content. Afterwards, it's going to load, and from there you will be able to see your PDF file successfully embedded in your lesson. So that is all for our lesson tutorial here in Heights as a text or content still, but using a PDF file. You can simply adjust the points. For example, let's make it 10 and check the requires unlock box. And if you will still have any changes, don't check the publish box yet, just save the lesson. Welcome back to our Heights tutorial video, and for our 5th lesson, we will be trying to create or place a PowerPoint presentation here in the Heights content lesson box, and we will also be uploading a downloadable file. Now, all we have to prepare for this video tutorial is the PowerPoint presentation uploaded in your OneDrive account or uploaded in slideshare.net, or just simply have your PowerPoint presentation with you. Now let's go ahead and try it on our own. So first things first, let's try to input again the title, select the author, and what is your goal for this lesson if you have any. Now, as I have mentioned before, we will be uploading or placing a PowerPoint presentation here in this box. So basically, there's no feature yet that will allow you to upload it directly, but we can embed our PowerPoint presentation here. So for me, I have prepared my PowerPoint in SlideShare, and I just have to copy it, the embed code, and paste it right here in the embed code box in Heights, and then click insert content, and then your PowerPoint presentation will appear. Afterwards, since I've also mentioned that we will be creating a downloadable lesson type, we can now upload our PowerPoint too. But in my case, I have uploaded a PDF file. So as you can see, there will be an uploading bar again. So while waiting, we can already set the number of points that our students will receive. As for this one, I'll set it to 10 points and then check requires unlock. Okay, so now the uploading is complete. We can now hit save lesson and it will automatically be saved. So that's it for our 5th lesson. That is our basic photography PowerPoint presentation that we have created in Heights. Welcome back to our next video tutorial here in Heights, and for today's video we will be creating a quiz as an assignment lesson type here in Heights. In this video we will be using another third-party platform to embed our quiz, and for PMO Advisory we usually use ProProfs. Now all we need to prepare is our quiz on ProProfs, or if you are using another platform, just prepare your quiz as well and make sure you have the ability to share it using an embed code. Now let's begin. I will be going to our ProProfs account here and I will just be selecting the quiz we can temporarily share. So on a second. So here's a sample test. So I can just simply click this one and select the embed. Wait for the code. You can also choose the size, so let's just use 550 by 650. Simply copy the code and again click the embed code box here in Heights. Simply paste the code that we were able to copy and then insert the content. So as you can see, the content was successfully placed in this box. So another thing that we could do is, of course, since we're creating an assignment, is to place a question for your students. So I could type in a question, what have you learned from this quiz? Other than that, we can also set the points. For me, it will be 15 points, and then check our requires unlock box. And now since we're able to place everything good, we just have to hit save lesson. So that's it for this video tutorial using a quiz. We're embedding a quiz in this Heights lesson and also creating an assignment type of lesson type. Welcome back. So now we were able to finish and explore all the types of lesson, and we were able to create each lesson type for each kind of lessons. So now what we're going to do is go back to courses so that we could finally publish our course, which is currently set on draft. Now as you can see, you cannot press anything yet. You just have to click edit first on the upper right side of your screen, and then once you're in the introduction to photography landing page, you may now click or check the publish checkbox. And now let's click update course. So you were able to see that there's a dialog pop-up box that says that our course is updated successfully. Now we can just go back to each lesson so that we could also publish it live. Okay, going back to lesson 1, we have to click again edit on the upper right part of your screen and then check publish and then save lesson. Now as you can see, the draft that you can see on the title was already removed. We will do the same thing on the second lesson. So we just have to hit publish and save lesson. Basically, we will just repeat the process for each lesson type that we were able to create. Now, let's go back and click courses. You can see it here beside the title on the left side of your screen. Click the course that we have created, and this is what it looks like on our student's perspective. So this is what lesson 1 looks like again in to our students or trainees perspective. As you can see, there's the objective, the reading time. It also includes the number of words. The points to earn is also indicated. And you just have to click complete lesson so that you can move on to the next lesson. So this is what our lesson 2 looks like. Remember that we only created our lesson 2 as a plain text. We didn't input any PowerPoint there or any embed code nor video, just a plain text. So we will just also click complete lesson. So basically, the process that I am doing right now is the process that our students or trainees will do once they're inside this course. For our lesson 3, remember that we have used an audio file. So this is what it looks like. You just have to click this play icon to hear the audio file that we have uploaded. Now we just also have to tick complete lesson. Same thing goes to the coming lessons. And now for our PDF file that we have uploaded using OneDrive, this is what it looks like. So basically, they can adjust everything that they see in the PDF according to their preferred size. And this resize icon right here with a percentage. So once we're done, we just have to tick again the complete lesson and then the next lesson. Now, this badge that you see right here, it is a gamification ability here in Heights. It automatically sends out the students a notification that they have reached a certain point. So for our 5th lesson that we have created earlier, we have created a PowerPoint embedded in Heights, and at the same time, we have also uploaded a PDF file that can serve as a downloadable content for our students with the same content here in our PowerPoint. So this is what they will be able to see. Now we just have to test if the PowerPoint works well, and I think it is. Now let's move on to our last lesson, which is the assignment and the quiz. So in here we have created 2. We have embedded a quiz and at the same time created an assignment. So this quiz, if you were able to watch my previous video, this quiz came from our third-party platform, which is ProProfs, and we just embedded it right here in Heights. And we have also created an assignment type of lesson. So we have entered one question, and that is here. Then your students will just have to submit the answers before they can tick off the complete lesson. So for example, just put in right here NA, and now tick off the complete lesson. So your students will receive a notification that he or she have completed this course. So I hope I was able to discuss everything that you have to know and when it comes to creating a course in Heights. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot us an email at april@pmoadvisory.com or cert@pmoadvisory.com.